just a little background on us. We own Podcast Crew, and we're a turnkey podcasting studio based in Robbinsdale. So anybody that you know out there might be looking to start a podcast, we're the spot.
Awesome.
Now you know some people.
Yeah.
So and we're partnering with the Twin Cities Startup Week and kind of taking our show on the road and just really our show is called Spotlight, and really it's about you. It's us putting the spotlight on you. So I'd like you to start by telling us who you are and what you're up to.
Well, thanks for doing this, Will, and thanks for sponsoring Twin Cities Startup Week. They asked me to estimate the number of years I've been to Twin Cities Startup Week, and I said, oh, probably almost all of them. So
Wow.
I took the highest sticker they had, which was 12.
It's got a founder sticker on there. What does that mean?
That's right. So I've been a serial tech founder my entire life.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, at the age of 12, I was up in my grandparents' cabin, and the family next door said, we need a teenager to fix our computer. And I said, well, I'm not a teenager yet, but I'm sure I can fix your computer.
Wow.
And so the first time I got paid was in brownies up at the cabin. I had an IT business through high school and college. I had a bunch of small businesses in middle school and high school, digital photography, mailbox painting, dog walking.
Wow.
I then started a social media marketing agency in 2009. I ran that for about 10 years. Raised a couple small rounds of capital to help us grow. Wow. I brought in a CEO to take over for me.
Okay.
And
what's the name of that agency?
Modern Foundation.
Okay, cool.
And then had an Airbnb management company, a car rental company, a cybersecurity training company. I just enjoy starting businesses.
It sounds like it.
And so I got into AI coding this year, and I'm having so much fun building products faster and less expensively than ever before.
Wow. Okay. So AI is obviously a buzzword out there right now. What do you say to people that are like, AI is going to take my job?
You know, it's less about AI taking your job, but somebody who is leveraging AI might. And AI is so powerful, so capable, but it needs a human to guide it, to know the general direction of where to go.
Sure.
You can't just ask it to build a strategic plan. You need to say, here's what I'm doing, here's how we're doing it, here's my vision of what this company could become. What's the best way to approach go-to-market with this?
Cool. Yeah. I mean, AI needs that original thought, right? So human still has a place in the workflow, if you will.
Absolutely.
Nice. So there's been some people out there that have talked about how like AI has kind of a little bit of a reverse bell curve, and a lot of the content we're seeing out there is going to be dumbed down to the fact that basically AI is just searching AI over and over again. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there was a speaker on AI that I listened to, and he said it's the great beigeification. If you ask AI to design a home, it'll always be beige. If you ask it to show a hallway, it'll always be beige. And so it kind of takes the center point of what's the most likely answer that somebody wants. And that's kind of how AI works. And so some things it's great at, and some things it's not great at. It's getting better every day. Every week there's new features, new product launches. But you still need that human to guide it, to say, no, I don't want a beige house.
Still need the weird.
Yeah, right.
So that means there's a place for you and I, right?
Exactly.
You still need the weird people in there.
Yes,
I
we
love
need the
that.
unique creativity that founders just have in their DNA.
Right. Serial entrepreneurs like yourself started so many businesses. I mean, I know that when I started my first company in 2009, I have a couple of times kind of gotten off the boat and gone back into the corporate world, but I didn't belong there anymore.
Yeah.
I really feel like I belong doing what I'm doing. And like yourself, I enjoy kind of building ideas and businesses and turning them into something that might even make a little bit of money. You never know.
That's part of the goal.
Cool. So what's your experience been like over the last week or so, or a couple days at Twin Cities Startup?
I love everything about Twin Cities Startup Week. Just the passion, the excitement, the ideas, and now with AI, there's just so many more opportunities for entrepreneurs to build faster, less expensively, and just to see all the new companies coming up. The excitement, everything about this week I love. I try to go every single year, and just reconnecting with people. Some of these people I haven't seen in a year. Some of these people I haven't seen in many years. I was actually saw Adam Mahmood. I went to entrepreneurship school with him at University of St. Thomas. I have not seen him, I think, since college.
Wow.
And he's here this week because he was a founder, got a job for 14 years, and now is a founder again.
Okay.
It's just like, that's so cool to see people come back. And I'm looking forward to beta tonight and mini demo tomorrow and the closing session on Friday, and going to as many sessions as I can. And, sometimes getting stopped to join a podcast. I love it.
Welcome. Yeah. Love having you on here. So what's maybe one of the most interesting things that you've seen going on, like new person, new business, new idea, without maybe name dropping anybody, like what do you think is pretty interesting going on right now?
There are so many interesting things. It's hard to pick one, but since I just mentioned Adam, he's got this digital detoxification app, an entire business idea for a series of products that help people detox and get away from their phones. It could be as simple as a product that you put on the table to put your phones away when you're eating dinner as a family, to an app that's gonna say, are you sure you want to pick up your phone every time you pick up your phone? Those kinds of cool ideas that you just don't see that. And now it's possible to build those, and he's having so much fun.
That's awesome. That's cool. So what do you think the vibe's been overall this week? Like other people you've seen around, what do you think people are getting out of this?
I think it's the connections. I think it's the stories. I think there are learning lessons everywhere. There's so much for us to learn. When we bring entrepreneurs together in this ecosystem where you have entrepreneurship professors, you've got people from the state, you've got investors, you've got attorneys designed for startups. When you bring people together, you can help people grow faster. Last night I was at the Hewing Hotel with some people, and just the sounding board effect of being able to help somebody with that next step of business. It's fun. It's pleasurable to see that help people get over that next hurdle that they see in their business. And I don't know, I get excited.
Is that something that you feel like you're doing here on year 12? Are you spending a lot of time kind of helping with advice and kind of helping people kind of move the ball a little further down the field?
I try to wherever I can. Yes.
Okay. Well, tell me about that. So maybe tell me about experience or a case study or somebody like you've talked to that you found quite interesting and thought maybe you could help them out.
Yeah. So last night we're at the Hewing Hotel, and there's this woman. She was a legal attorney for many years. And she's got this idea for this new business, and now she's built it, and now she's got her first revenue. This is month 2 of revenue for her.
Okay.
And so she has all the early entrepreneur questions. How do you sell? How do you ask for money? How much do I charge? How do I raise money? All these things that she's never thought about in her life before. And I've done all of those things many times.
Right.
And so just to give a little bit of guidance, a little bit of nuggets of here's what I've found that's worked, here's what I found that doesn't work, and let me know where I can help is fun.
That's cool. I mean, to me, that's probably the spirit of what Twin Cities Startup Week is all about. So that's really awesome. So to wrap things up, I always like to get a piece of inspiration. Like, what inspires you to get out of bed and get going and grind every day? Or what do you think you can inspire share some inspirational words for our audience?
With AI now, I truly believe that now is the time to build. Now is the best opportunity we've ever had to start companies, to bring our ideas to life. For those entrepreneurs out there who have an idea or maybe are still early stage of building a product, I think the inspiration should be around just go, do it, believe in yourself, think big, think bigger than you think you should be thinking, and take this opportunity in life and our phase of the world to see what you can make happen. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? In the grand scheme of things, even if it doesn't work out, there are other opportunities out there.
Right. So much to learn, right?
So much to learn.
There was a young entrepreneur we had on earlier today, must have been 23, 24 years old. I was really inspired by him because he had this self-awareness to say, one of my greatest assets is time.
Yeah.
And he's out there, he's grinding, he's doing it, he's trying to get a step ahead. But at the same time, he knows that, that time is so important. And, to your words of inspiration, we only have so much time, right? So get out there and grind, make something happen, take the risk. And there's, my wife and I always say, if, in every risk assessment that we do, if it's not going to kill us, we should probably at least try.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously there's some boundaries there, we've got a family and everything to raise, but at the same time, I mean, we're pretty daring, I would say. And I think every entrepreneur has to dare a little bit, right?
That's great. Yeah, a philosophy I believe in. I believe in thinking big, make it happen, make it fun.
I like that. That's a great way to wrap it up. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Will.